Why are my mirrors? All right. Hello again. Welcome back to the stream. Sorry about the disconnect. How are you? I just got out of therapy, and as you all know, therapy rocks my socks off. Just kidding. So therapy is just really fucking hit me right in the face. Hello. And today it was my therapist told me to get a life. And it's not that he said it, you need to get a life, but that is basically how I'm interpreting it. I went into the session. First, this is the first session where he didn't really ask me questions to get me started. And the first 3 minutes of, is my camera over here? Yeah. The first 3 minutes of the session, he wanted me to, he said, okay, so just sit with what you're feeling right now. And I thought he was talking, oh my God, my navigation. Do I need to turn this one? There for a good 2 minutes. It felt like forever. Just sitting there waiting for him to start. And at one point he was closing his eyes too, because I kept saying do I look at you? Do I look at the floor? I don't really know. This is really weird. I'm just waiting for something to happen. And then 2 minutes later, he's like, I'm just curious, what is, I'm curious what's behind the silence right now. And I'm like, didn't you just tell me to take a breather and just kind of feel it out? That's what I'm doing. Yeah, and so that was awkward. I thought he wanted me to just take a breath, whatever. But so anyways, the session started out with me talking about how bored I feel. I'm bored all the time. And so then that's what we started with. We wanted to get down to the root of that. And it turned out to be that all the motivation I've had to not stay complacent, which is where I'm at now. I thought it was content, but it's really just complacent. I'm complacent at where I'm at right now, even though I have a pretty good life and lifestyle that I'm successful. I see in my eyes that I'm, oh shit, I need to get over here. That I feel successful, and then I started describing to him what, fuck, am I on the wrong one? Oh my God. No, I'm not. All right. So I started to describe to him the life that I'm living. And I said, I'm living out in California. I'm having a great life. I get to do whatever I want to do. And I have a great job. I have a great car. My life is good. And he stopped me and said, you're not living a life, you're living a lifestyle. You're describing a lifestyle. You need to get a life. Or he didn't say you need to get a life, but he said you're living a lifestyle, not a life. And that really hit me. So basically I need to find a life. I need a life, and that's great. Great. Thanks, therapist, for telling me that. And it really just hit me hard. And we talked about motivation, and what's really motivated me to live a better life. And that's what I've always strived to be, live a better life. And he said my motivation up until now always was outside of me. Like when I left my house, I wanted a better life. I joined the military. I wanted a better life. I wanted to go to school. I got this job in California because I wanted it, and it's a better life, and it motivated me to do that. And now I don't have that motivation, and so now that I'm here and I've made it to a point where I feel successful, there's no real motivation. And now I'm having to look inside. I'm having to look inside that motivation, and there's no connection of interest and passion inside of me that I know of now, because it's always been outside of me, outside of my control. And when we talk about my mom, and like, shit's so fucked up, you know, and I just realized, I put the two and two together, that I realized that how I helped my mother so much made me feel so like obligated to oh fuck, I need to get off this live stream so I can actually know where I'm going. It made me realize that the relationships that I've always like seeked out are those that I wanted to help and I wanted to fix. Anyways, I don't want to go like too much into it, but that's basically it. We like kept mulling over the same shit over and over again about like why my motivation is non-existent, basically, and it's, I have to find motivation within. And I didn't realize I needed a life. Okay, and I knew, I didn't realize that that's what it really was. I needed a life, and I need a life. I need, getting a life to me is finding something that is that motivates me to do it, and that motivates me to get up in the morning and live that life that I built for myself. In the life that I'm living now, I don't have a life. I'm just living a lifestyle, and I'm lost. He told me I'm lost. I'm like, congratulations, dude. Like, thanks for telling me something I already knew. It's just, therapy is, it's a cruel friend. How about that? I'll say that. But I just never expected my therapist to like flat out tell me, you're describing a lifestyle, not a life. I need a life. So, whatever that means. I guess I'm on the path of finding a life, you guys. All right, I gotta go.